Stupid Garbage Podcast.
Oh, I like that. All right. Hello.
Another episode of Red Couch versus Blue Couch.
I get that. The readers just don't.
The readers can lick my balls. I read a statistic today, actually, that said 100% of the people on the Red Couch have licked 100% of the balls of 100% of the people on the Blue Couch. So, Red Couch, comment?
Wait, hang on. If that would mean that
100% of you have licked 100% of me, my 100% of my balls.
That's.
Comment?
I don't think I've licked 100%
Comment?
of your balls. So no.
Well, I only have 2.
Yeah,
Last
I don't
count.
think that I've like.
You have licked fewer than 2, are you saying?
No, I'm just like. No, but like if.
No.
Are we talking like if I lick your nose right now? It doesn't mean that I licked your whole face. It just means that I have licked your face, but I've only licked your nose. Like, how are we doing that?
If there's
versus like, do I lick your entire face?
If there is a room with 10 people in it, and you have gone around and just placed a pinky finger on the tip, say 10 dudes, and you've placed a pinky finger on the tip of all 10 of their dicks, you would say, I've touched 100% of the dick in there. You wouldn't say, well, I've only touched 3% of 100% of the dicks.
Yeah,
You've either touched the dick or you haven't. You've either licked my balls or you have not. And spoiler alert, dear reader. Go ahead, Jess. Take it from here.
Sure. I mean, I guess that statistic is 100% correct.
Forte. Really? There you go.
What is? Taking things from you?
Licking my balls.
Okay. Yep, it's the only thing I'm good at.
Not the only thing, just the thing you are best at.
Would you say that?
I just said it.
Okay.
I think I said it more than once.
Thank you, I guess.
No. I wouldn't take it as a compliment.
I mean...
Yeah, anyway, I heard
Wow.
No, go ahead. If you had more, please.
Nope, just said wow.
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 Anyway, if you
My special little guy.
special little guy. I'm not doing it right now. I'm not.
All right.
That movie was terrible. What was it called? Wonder?
We're talking Wonder.
Special guy, Ollie. Ugh.
You even remember his name.
Wasn't it Ollie?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You even remember it.
You're my special guy.
Okay.
It was such a fucking stupid
We're
movie.
not rating this movie. You won't even let me rate 1917, so I don't want to rate.
True.
Yeah. Which was great.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It was a really good movie. I'd recommend it. We've seen it twice.
Yep.
First time we saw it was in theaters. Jessica went in a onesie, wearing under her onesie just panties and a bra, and then took off the top half of the onesie.
No, I had a tank top on.
No.
No, no.
I'm gonna call that into scrutiny.
I wouldn't have taken off my onesie if I did not have it.
Yes, you would.
Well.
Yes, you would.
Okay.
And in fact, did.
I was having a Crohn's disease
Don't
flare
lean
up.
in like this.
Okay. I'm taking 100% of the...
Especially for this of all things. This is not the hill you want to die on.
I was having a Crohn's disease flare up, and it gives you hot and cold flashes, and...
I'm not saying you didn't have a reason. I'm saying that's what you did.
Look. Yeah, I've done worse at a movie theater, so...
Don't even need to qualify. I have done worse.
You name it,
That is a faux pas. I have committed war crimes. This is I'm not even going to show up on my radar. At the end
is nowhere near my worst
The end of my
moment.
life, when my karmic justice gets put on those scales,
Yeah.
they're just going to toss that in the bin. They're
This won't
say,
even be acknowledged, yeah.
We're weighing in metric tons, and this is lint.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
Yeah, I'd say... 1917 was a good movie, but no, we're not going to review it.
Speaking of which, my dad was talking about, like, the Nazis or whatever, and how they...
Peepaw, she calls them.
Nope.
When we're not recording.
How they were, how Hitler did such an amazing job kind of building up Germany before the war. And I was like, yes, fucking Hitler. Speaking of the hill that I'm going to die on and what will be weighed...
Is yes Hitler?
Is yes Hitler. I just love him. You know?
I'm not saying...
Except for the bad things that he did.
The Jews perpetrated the Holocaust. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it. All I'm saying is that there are no people more self-loathing, in my experience, than the Jews.
I don't think that's true.
In my extensive experience growing up in not a Jewish household, but my dad is Jewish.
Most of your family is not Jewish.
No, but in my extensive exposure to my Jewish half of my family, and growing up in a town that was like 50% Jewish, where in the world is
Jish.
Jish.
My
where in the world is like 0.1%.
My
Jewish.
town was like 98% Jewish.
It wasn't. Nowhere on Jerusalem is not 98% Jewish.
I disagree.
Okay. Well, 100% of the people on the red couch are talking out of their ass right now. Yeah. So, what was your point about Hitler? Besides that you love him?
Nothing. It's
is
just
that where we're just gonna?
I'm saying my supporting or not support of Hitler. Let me reword. My admiration of Hitler.
Maybe unreword. Maybe de-word
I
that.
admire him for things Holocaust unrelated. He's a piece of garbage and deserves to die, but he was talented in other things.
Yeah, his art really popped. You're a horse's ass.
Okay.
So, I heard someone today talking about whether there were any, because there's some stupid
you left the house today for the first time in a while.
I did. This was actually while I was at home. I just heard something.
Oh.
I did leave the house though to go to the doctor just for a checkup that I had scheduled like back in January. I'm surprised they didn't cancel it, but they didn't.
Yeah, it's weird.
So anyway.
It seems weird that they would be accepting like general checkups.
Yeah,
now.
they moved it to some other place, but whatever. So anyway, no, none of that is relevant or interesting. Neither is the thing I'm about to say, but
yeah, I don't know why.
Here we go again. So, yeah, I heard someone because there are these new. What you got there, Jess?
Be cool, honey bunny.
Tell dear readers.
Be cool, honey bunny.
Okay. Jessica has broken out her trademark saltines.
Oh my god.
Not trademarked by her, mind you, but trademarked by somebody.
We should do some ASMR. Do you think they can hear it?
You know how I'm apathetic about this whole podcast? And how I'm kind of on my last leg, and how anything could be the straw that breaks the camel's back and permanently disinvolves me from this entire franchise.
Was it this?
I'm not saying it is this. I'm just saying I would think you would be...
treading more lately?
Yeah, maybe at least watching where you're going. Or at least not actively trying to... You know I hate ASMR. ASMR is gross.
One of my favorite things, dear reader...
Even the ones that's not... There are some that are weird, like kids or, like... But even ones that aren't, like, objectively gross are still, to me, gross. Like when someone's like, I'm gonna run my nails over this wooden table, that's not a gross sound. It's a fine sound. But that someone's doing it the way that they do it, and the whispering, and it's all just disgusting. Listen to me. If you're, dear reader, if you need ASMR to cope with trauma in your life or whatever, fine. Whatever works for you. If you just like doing it because you just like it, and it's not some sort of part of a deep psychotherapy, then you need therapy. But there's something wrong with you.
If you are
you're
traumatized,
disgusting and I hate you. Please stop listening to this podcast.
If you are traumatized or you're disgusting, check out the honeycombs, because those are my personal favorite. Also,
just say check out the honeycombs.
Also,
you need to link a channel.
I thought we were not going to talk over each other. Also,
you're right.
If you look up people dropping ice onto bigger pieces of ice, it's the best. It's my favorite. It just shatters into like 1 trillion pieces and it's just shh. It's beautiful. And yeah, Rob, I'm not going to link it because I don't care enough. I see honeycombs, I go, that's the good stuff. I like it on Instagram, I keep scrolling. Like, I do not follow the accounts. I do not pay attention to whose account posted which thing.
I'm going to beg your pardon here. Do you just like them on Instagram without listening to the videos?
No.
Okay.
I listen, I take away what I need to get from the video, and then I think, let's move on. Although I have to say you're right, because I was listening. First of all, there are accounts where people eat live animals. Like octopuses, people just shove them in their mouths and like eat them, and it is on, like, I report it every single time. I'm like, I can't fucking, this is
That's not the more than one octopus is octoplural. Don't spit on me.
Sorry. That
you don't have to like my jokes, but you please. This is a hate crime.
But I saw someone eating shrimp for ASMR.
Shrimps.
I love shrimp. Like, you have to pry me away from any...
Aww. Prawn you away.
That's cute. You have to pry me away from any shrimp ever. But the way this person was just... It just was like crunchy, which should have been like, ooh, nice crunchy shrimp. But I'm like, ew, like, thinking about shrimp being crunchy is kind of gross. Like,
Scrimp.
Yeah. That was the takeaway.
As my grandfather would say.
Thank you for derailing that entire...
It needed to be derailed. That was horrible.
I don't think the Jews...
That was fucking terrible.
I don't think the Jews are self-loathing.
That was like 10 minutes... Okay. Anyway, there are these new... Like a week old at this point. By the time you're listening to this, probably, God, months. I mean, society's collapsed and no record of anything still exists, so I could make up anything and you wouldn't be able to fact check it, but basically this is like a pre-1999 podcast. Anything that I say, it's like hearing something on the radio in the 90s or before, you'd just be like, oh, I guess that must be true because it's on the radio.
What was that movie that they woke up and like Coke didn't exist but Pepsi still did, and like there was a bunch of weird things where like...
Yesterday, about the Beatles disappearing.
Yes!
That was just Beatles disappearing.
No, the Beatles disappeared, but there was a bunch of other shit. Like, Coke disappeared, too.
No.
You want to fucking laugh in my face right now? Look it up.
Yeah. I'll laugh in your face.
Coke or Pepsi, one of them stopped existing, but the other brand did. Still.
No, I think he used that to check that he wasn't going crazy and his reality wasn't falling apart. That was just the one thing that wasn't...
Why is that relevant at all? Either way, one of the brands was gone.
No, I don't think so.
It absolutely was.
I don't think
fucking
so.
Fight me.
I'd put you in the ground, but
literally Google it.
I'm not... you might be right, but I don't care. Fine. You have to talk. You have to fill the next 35 seconds of airwaves.
Dear reader, we uploaded our first podcast today onto YouTube, our platform, which you guys already know because you're watching it.
No, you're not.
Or not.
No one is.
My point is, it was really exciting. I look and I'm like, wow, cool. We have 7 views. That's amazing. All 7 of the views were either Robert or I.
One of them wasn't.
But really?
Really.
Holy shit. But I was saying, we checked it later that day, today, and it was like at 9 views. And I was like, oh my God, like, do you think? And he was like, one of us probably just accidentally...
I mean, Coca-Cola disappeared. But anyway...
Oh, you fucking bitch.
Scream at me.
When you just have to acknowledge that I am right sometimes, and certain things I'm really passionate about.
But why?
Because I knew I was right.
But what did I say? I said, no, I don't think so. No, maybe. But I don't care. When I don't...
That's not how it happened.
That...
This recording our conversations is good because we can...
It's not good. You never listen to them, and when you do listen to them...
You listen to them? Okay. Let's do this later. This is not for dear readers.
I'm gonna kill you. So, shut the fuck up for 20 seconds. The point I was making 4 times is that they're new Marvel superheroes. They're part of some sort of superhero team who gives a shit in the comics, and part of the said team is a pair of twins called Safe Space and Snowflake. Thank you. And Snowflake throws... I read it and it gave me an aneurysm on the spot, so it was self-erasing. Like one of those self-sustaining... It was like algae that eats other bacteria. So anyway...
Let me know when I can interrupt you, because I have a lot to say.
Never.
Okay.
So yeah, no, the Snowflake throws something, energy or something, that's shaped like a snowflake.
A football at Ace Ventura.
That's Dan Marino.
That's what Snowflake
Oh,
throws.
you mean the dolphin. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, sweetheart. Snowflake throws... I mean, that was the best joke you've made since we started this podcast.
Thank you.
I'll give you that.
Hopefully we won't delete this one.
Yeah, we'll see. So, I'll let you make it again.
I didn't get the timing right, though.
The timing was fine.
Okay.
You did a good job.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Snowflake throws something shaped like a snowflake that are akin to ninja shuriken, whatever they're called, throwing stars. And Safe Space makes force fields, but can only use them to protect other people. And one of them... don't really care which one, is gender neutral.
Oh, that's cool.
They, them. So, someone said...
Keep it up with the times, eh?
How many superheroes prior to this were... And I don't think they're gay. I think one of them just has gender neutral pronouns. I almost said proteins, but... as opposed to proteins. Anyway, Jesus. Jessica, just put me out of my misery.
Opposed to neg teens, I guess?
Huh?
Pro and con
Con?
teens.
Neg
Well,
teens?
pro, like, I was thinking pause and neg, yeah.
Don't say neg teens, Jessica. It's 2020. That's horrible.
You're so annoying. All right. Anyway, I was reading an article about this months ago. Not to say that you're out of touch with current events, but they were saying there was some character on
this is not an event.
The Justice League, or no, it was Teen Titans or something stupid. It was some weird thing, but they were literally something. It was probably BuzzFeed.
Just keep naming more random bullshit.
BuzzFeed, you guys. It's another plug, right? That's what we're doing here.
I don't know what we're doing.
Okay, anyway.
This has gotten
I think there was
really
a BuzzFeed article where they just listed all of the LGBTQA plus people, and they were look, we're giving you
Octoplus.
I think there was there was a couple of bisexual superheroes. I don't remember if there were. I'm sure there were gay ones too. I don't.
So someone asked.
This was a while ago.
How many? If there were any gay superheroes, and my theory on that is I don't know that there are any not gay superheroes. They're all pretty damn gay. Okay. Let's go with the Spider-Man route. If I was bitten by a spider...
Are you just doing this because you're Spider-Man?
No. I'm not going to repurpose this into a Spider-Man rant. But let's hypothetically say I was bitten by a spider.
Yeah.
And got the powers of Spider-Man, with or without the webs, to take or leave. I'm not going to say, you know what I should do? I should get a skin-tight latex suit and then put a flamboyant pattern on it.
It's a web.
And then sashay around Manhattan, swinging from the... That's the gayest... Spider-Man's web slinging is the gayest... It's the only intrinsically gay mode of transportation. That or a parade float. Those are the only two gay forms of transportation. You can be gay and drive a car, sure, but there's nothing gay or straight or anything about driving a car. You can't swing from a web from skyscraper to skyscraper and not be at least a little gay.
I'm an ally, so I'm going to not participate in this conversation.
I don't think you have to be an ally or an enemy or anything. I also consider myself an ally of the QA LGBT plus liberal agenda, but in all seriousness, I don't think anyone, gay or straight or whatever, can deny that Spider-Man's form of transportation is a little
because queer. Tarzan did a very similar thing.
He just grabs at vines.
Yeah, the sexiest...
Spider-Man flicks his wrist to shoot it out.
Okay.
Come on.
All right. Look, I would argue, is anybody straight in general?
Yes.
I don't know.
Most people.
I don't know.
You being bisexual does not preclude the rest of the world from not
I would not say that I'm bisexual. I would just say I don't understand how everyone doesn't have a little...
Can you grab my shoes while you're in the closet?
I don't know. I just...
Take a walk.
Everything is a spectrum, right? I don't think that you can be...
Not everything. Some things are not spectrum. Some things are definitively not a spectrum.
I don't know. To be fair, I've never had sex with someone of my gender, so I guess, I would say
you have done more gay, bisexual, whatever, acts than 90-something% of people.
Wow. I'm killing it.
Could be 91, could be 99, I don't know.
I'm killing this life thing.
Cross
that off my bucket list.
Whether you're doing a good job or not is irrelevant to you being bisexual.
We will revisit this.
I would say that people who...
5 years? I don't know.
Sure. Most people who are not bisexual or gay don't have the urge to make out with in your case, another girl.
You've never had the thought of
No. I've never thought I want to go kiss a man on the mouth. No.
But you've never seen a dude and you're like, damn.
No.
That's great.
I've never seen a dude and been like, wow, that's hot.
Really?
There goes my dick getting hard again, like it does when I say hot things.
It's hard.
Never in 25 years. That's never happened to me.
That's crazy. I don't think biologically. Well, I guess you know what you know, but
you don't think biologically women have signals that?
Are
you one of those?
Being a woman, I can tell you, our signals are significantly more subtle than yours. Are you one of those?
See, I was in the middle of a sentence, and then it got derailed. By you and the liberal agenda.
Okay.
Are you one of those deep South conservative GOP senators who thinks the female orgasm doesn't exist?
Yeah, it doesn't exist. No, I do obviously think it exists. I'm just saying that a man, like, you can, I mean, getting an erection is, from what I understand, so fucking easy. Like, almost anything can give you guys one.
I mean, yeah, if
like,
it turns
I can just bend over.
Sure.
In front of a random stranger.
Yes.
Seductively, and then something will happen.
Yes.
Or just lift up my shirt and it's like, boom, done. But, like, with women, it's not like that. Or, like, I can definitely see, like, if a man is walking down the street and it's hot out and his shirt is off and he's ripped as hell, and I see him, I'm like, fuck yes.
I would wave.
Like, what?
I would wave. I'd recognize you.
You're pretty...
Don't laugh like a baby. You don't have to like my jokes, but don't actively disparage them like that.
That was funny. You are pretty attractive. Like, you know, I find you very attractive, and I would like it if you took your shirt off more. Please. Thank you.
Okay.
Anyway, my point is, like, I don't have a dick to get hard, so it's not like...
I'll go one for you right here, babe.
I'm just saying, like, there's not...
What are you doing later?
It's not the same. It's a lot more subtle.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I totally get that, but that's, I think, irrelevant to the point. That maybe proves my point.
Well, you're
better.
saying, like, you're saying, like, oh, that it's easier for you guys to get hard.
Like, if I was in any way, shape, or form attracted to men, my dick would have gotten hard at some point.
Well, I don't know. I think a lot of times people, if you have even the slightest, like, mental block, your dick will just not get hard. Like, if you're nervous, or if you're...
No.
Not you specifically, just men in general.
No, not most men, no.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, as someone who has a penis, no.
I've dealt with peni before.
Penesia, and not that many.
No, but, like, and there are dudes that, you know...
I'm not saying it doesn't exist.
Like, I have people that I've spoken to where it's, like, when they're more anxious or depressed, they can't get it up. Like, that's the thing.
I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying it is unusual. I'm saying probably 90% of guys don't have any sort of...
I would challenge you on that.
Go ahead, look it up.
Anyway.
Fucking Google it.
I will later. But
Google it right now.
No.
See if I give a shit.
Anyway, my point is that you've literally never seen a dude and was like, damn, that dude, like, I am attracted to him. Even if you weren't like even if your dick didn't get hard and you weren't like, I'm attracted to him, so therefore I want to go kiss him on the mouth. But just even that thought of, like, damn, I'm attracted to this man.
Oh, you're asking me a question?
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to me?
Yeah.
No.
That's insane.
That's not insane. That's what it's called being heterosexual. You don't get it.
Can't be right.
Because you are not heterosexual.
I think it's all a spectrum.
It's a spectrum if you're not totally gay or totally straight. It's a spectrum. It's a spectrum if you're bisexual.
My eyes have been open.
That's called being bisexual. Thinking it's a spectrum and that you are somewhere in the middle.
I think you're also a little on the other end of the spectrum, because you're very, like...
That's autism. That's different.
Even when you date me, or maybe this could be just, like, a smooth lie you've been telling our entire relationship, but you're always just like, oh, I don't even, like, look at other girls, or, like, I don't find other girls attractive anymore because, like, I'm with you.
The smoothest of lies.
Is it a lie?
No, Jessica, it's not a lie. Why would I say...
That's what I'm saying. Like, if that's the truth, which you're saying it is, and I believe you, you're on the other end of the spectrum, and that you're so straight that you get wifed up, and then you don't even see other women.
That's
like, you're just
entirely irrelevant to the discussion at hand. I'm not Jessica, you're bisexual, which is fine. Just stop trying to make it so that everyone else is bisexual, so that you can say you're not.
I've spoken to a lot of other people, and they're like, yeah, I think maybe it's more women than men that are, like,
I think women tend to have a lot more leeway with being gay or bi.
Yeah, but it's not like women having more leeway allows us to be bi. It's that it allows us to talk more about it, but it doesn't mean that men aren't also bi.
I mean, maybe.
It just means that they're not as comfortable. Or, like, maybe in our society, it's not as acceptable for them to even have those thoughts for half a second, and therefore they just repress them and don't realize it. I'm just saying. I think it's a spectrum. You could also be right. Who knows? We'll catch up with you guys in 5 years. See where I'm at.
Yeah.
See where Rob's at.
We'll touch base.
Anyway, so that was the whole thing that you were going to say, where you heard someone today talking about the superhero thing?
Yeah, and I was just thinking all superheroes are gay, blah, blah, blah. Nothing wrong with that, but I mean, they are.
Are any of, like, the super mainstream... Like, I don't watch all of the, like, teeny tiny, like, spin-off shows, But the main...
Fuck you, spin-off shows.
You idiots.
You're teeny tiny.
Way to capture my attention.
You can wipe my ass. What are you talking about? Give me an example.
Like...
Give me 3.
Of what?
Of a teeny tiny spin-off show.
Like,
what you're talking about.
Arrow. Or,
Arrow.
like, what's the one, like, S.H.I.E.L.D. or, like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., yeah.
Also, Jessica...
Rabbit. Sterner. Jones.
Nope. Yeah,
Jones.
Jessica Jones. I thought we weren't saying each other's last names.
No, and I didn't know that it was your last name.
What else were they going to think it was?
Just like Jessica Rabbit, I don't know. Could have been anything.
Jessica Sterner doesn't exist.
Well, you fucked it up now. Didn't you?
I'm not ashamed. I don't know why you didn't want last names. Anyway, basically...
So that we can go off the grid if we need to, Jessica.
I will never need to go off the grid.
All right, well then, enjoy your grid,
Thanks.
Tron lady.
Anyway, Jessica Jones, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Arrow, let's say, or The Flash, like, those all, like, they're just bullshit little ones.
You watched The Flash, didn't you?
I watched, like, half The Flash, and I was like, okay. I did watch Arrow, but I did not watch...
Okay, so what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but they were like...
Screaming.
Sorry, you're right. They were like,
1 in the morning. Oh, you're right.
I'm right about what?
1:09 a.m., dear reader.
I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying... Well, I am. I'm saying that they're not... I watched them, but I wasn't like, wow, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, I'm watching this because I'm bored and I want to be watching something.
What's the point here?
So I'm saying, let's assume that I don't have an infinite amount of time on my hands to just watch every single spinoff and hear about every single spinoff. Would, like, a mainstream person that's not, like, a super mega nerd seeking out these spinoffs, are there any superheroes that are openly gay? Or queer, I should say.
Is that back in vogue?
Huh?
Get to call them queers again? Yeehaw.
Well, I think, doesn't queer include, like, bisexual, gay, lesbian?
The Q is queer. Q is an umbrella term.
I know.
Queer is an umbrella term that includes anything that's not heteronormative or cisnormative.
Okay, exactly. So
any
queer.
gay,
I think you're allowed to say queer.
Aquaman's pretty fruity.
Again, I don't mean just which characters you find to be sexually ambiguous. I mean, like...
Not ambiguous. There's a sexually ambiguous duo.
Who?
They're called the
Snowflake
sexually ambiguous... No, they're called the sexually ambiguous duo. They were voiced by, I think, Stephen Colbert and Steve Carell.
I genuinely cannot tell when you're kidding.
No, I'm serious. This is from the 90s. It was a Look, it doesn't matter.
I'm saying, are there characters that are openly and publicly queer?
That's a good question. Well, we have Aquaman being a fruit. Spider-Man, obviously, is a bit of a mo, but... Beyond that, none come to mind. I mean, the Hulk is kind of, like the whole purple pants and he rips his shirt off. It's kind of like a typical rave scene.
Oh my god, okay, I'm done with this
like
conversation.
The muscle-bound.
You're just...
But beyond that, again, all of them are a little gay. But...
You know what's crazy?
What?
Like, the lack of representation. Like, I think I was seeing, like, a movie or something.
Closest I can think of is in that new Avatar show, Legend of Korra. Korra ended up being gay or bisexual.
Again, it's some dumb spin-off. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I've never even heard of that show. It's annoying. Anyway, my point is, like, I was seeing... I think there's going to be a new chick flick that comes out that's, like, relatively mainstream that features a gay couple. And I was like, oh, cool, like, yay, whatever. But then I, like, started watching it, and I was just like, oh, like, I can't relate to these characters, and, like, their flirtation and, like, romance was, like, different than what I'm used to. And I was like, like, I can't get into this the same way that I can get into, like, a straight relationship. Like, I can't relate to it.
What was this, a show?
It was a movie. Like, I'm pretty sure it's, like, a super mainstream movie that's gonna come out this year.
It's coming out all right.
And I was like, holy shit, like, spin that around.
Slow hanging fruit.
Could you... Yeah, it was good. It was good. Could you imagine...
Don't patronize me.
Could you imagine, like they go through that literally all the time every day.
Go through what?
Like, having, like, just watching bullshit and not being represented in the media and, like, not seeing what...
Oh, I see.
Like, not having literally any example of, like, this is bad in a relationship, this is good. Like, I feel like a lot of my childhood is, like, this movie taught me that men are this, and I shouldn't let myself blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
like,
really turn things... And now the plug is in the other butt.
Yeah?
Really turn things around on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying it made me sad that queer people like never had that, and
You can just call them people. Please don't. Every single response that you've had to one of my jokes that you don't like has been inappropriate.
What do you mean? Oh,
you
am I
can't
laughing
hit
like
me
a baby?
in the face when I tell a joke
I
you don't
didn't
like.
hit you. I covered your face like Alien.
Oh, that's what you're going for. No, you hit me in the face.
What? I went like this. Like,
yeah, no. You hit me in the face.
Okay.
Whether you were...
It was not intentional.
Okay, fine. But still. Even had it been successful,
it was...
that's not how you react. That's not how human beings react.
We've been through this. I'm not good at...
being on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was never socialized.
I'm trying to teach you.
Okay.
This is kind of like a Mighty Joe Young, or a Big Daddy, or
a Big Daddy. What's that referencing?
You got a long way to go. It's referencing the movie Big Daddy with Adam Sandler.
Never seen it, never heard of it. Who's Adam Sandler? You know what movie we could review? Is fucking the diamond bullshit one that he did.
Uncut Gems.
That made me want to die.
That was a great movie.
I fucking hated that movie the entire time. I think it gave me a panic attack. I don't know. I got really hot towards the end and I was like, I'm stressed. He's getting stressed. Motherfucker. I could definitely review that movie. I fucking hated it.
You get too, with all things, movies and shows in particular, you get too personally invested in what... Yes. You're supposed to be watching other people do things. I think it's natural to insert yourself in these situations emotionally and, obviously care about what you're watching, but you go too far with it.
Like, for example, Parasite. I got my little panic attack in Parasite.
Yes, you had to leave.
But I'm saying that I didn't feel like what was happening. I wasn't really attached to the characters in the same way. And honestly, wasn't that attached to Adam Sandler either. I was just like, okay, he is, there. And again, I think it's more just like the tension building up and like me just feeling like something is tense. Like I don't even care about the character, but I'm just like, I feel tense. So I think that's more what it is. And like they're trying to build up the tension. That's the whole point of the entire movie.
Who was the kid? You're not gonna know. You never heard of the movie. The kid in Big Daddy was famous too. It wasn't Haley Joel
Thanks
Osment.
for listening to what I was saying.
I was listening. It's just, I mean...
You're made entirely of farts.
Again, this is not an appropriate or even sensical insult.
Is this relevant to anything, or are you just...
Cole Sprouse, thank you.
I don't see.
And maybe Dylan Sprouse played the little kid.
They're interchangeable.
Well, well, whether they both played the part or not, though, is the point. But I would assume they both did. The reason why young child roles are often played by twins is because it's a good way to skirt child labor laws.
Sure, I don't care, though.
No, I know.
I don't care about the child being in this movie.
No, I know. So, what does Jessica want to talk about here on the Jess Show? Been wearing the same pants for at least 4 days. How about that?
If
we talk about that?
Helps, I sometimes will take them off for a day.
What, to take a shit?
No, like I took them off to go to my parents' house and to go to our friend's house the other day. Okay. No, I wore them to my parents' house. I did not wear them to our friend's house though, but then I put them back on later.
It would help more if you washed them.
Also, here's the thing, dear readers. My pants are covered in Stewie Griffin, and it says, "How dare you disobey me," all over them. And, how could I not wear these pants all the time? They're so cute. And they're really comfortable. I'm 90% sure they're men's pants.
For sure. If I may interject, you could not wear them all the time by...
They have a dick hole. It's crazy that you guys just get to have dick holes.
Yeah, I keep mine at the end of my dick.
Ha ha ha.
Thank you. That was better. Believe it or not.
Ha ha ha.
That was somehow the best you've done tonight. That's how low the bar is.
I just feel like it's harder to laugh at your joke when you just interrupt my sentences.
I was talking, and then you interrupted me, and then I stopped talking so that we wouldn't be talking over each other. And also, I didn't interrupt you. You said it's crazy you guys get to have a dick hole, and then I said I keep mine at the end of my dick.
I was saying you guys, it's crazy you guys get to have a dick hole in all of your pants, and women don't get to have that.
Okay, but
you did the thing where you knew what I was going to say, so you cut me off.
No, that's not what we talked about. Also, you thinking the thought in your head is not the same as me interrupting you because you didn't get it.
I was going to say it. I was literally in the process. Anyway.
You're not.
I've been wearing these pants.
I'm going to waterboard you. I don't know what information I'm going to get, but...
You're very aggressive.
It's mostly as a disciplinary tool, I think.
You're very aggressive.
We should try disciplinary torture.
You need to stop talking to me as though I am a child.
No, not a child. An Al-Qaeda member. A member of Al-Qaeda.
Mm-hmm. No, I understand.
Terrorist organization.
You don't have to reword it.
Al-Qaeda.
Do you remember when I thought Al-Qaeda was a man? I was like, who is this Al-Qaeda person?
No. Jessica was homeschooled.
Nope.
In an orphanage.
Nope.
And then ran away at 11 to join a circus, and
I think I had my birthday at a circus one year, if that helps.
Yeah, probably several years in a row. They told you every day was your birthday. That's how they kept you on the road. And then they kicked her out because she was too uneducated for the carny folk.
That's rude.
Well, I didn't do it.
I went to school. I did miss a little bit of school because of my disease, and Robert loves to pretend that I missed a bunch of school.
You tell me you missed hours every day.
That's
what you have told
day.
Me. Jessica, I'm reporting the facts that you have given to me.
I don't remember because my childhood...
Because you were in the bathroom all the time.
Was repressed.
What would you remember?
I don't know.
I also can't remember.
I'm sure I went to classes
If you asked me to recount the events of a shit I took 10 years ago, I'd say, oh, what the fuck? I don't know.
There were classes...
They all kind of blend together after a while.
It's not just a shit I took. That's not...
I know, it's a lot of them. Shit you took instead of being in class.
It's not, like, they're all very unique, very terrible experiences. It's not just like, oh, did I brush my hair that day? I don't know. Like, it's, Anyway, I think there were certain subjects that stressed me out or gave me more stomach aches than others, too.
Like...
Or, like...
What?
Like, if there was a cute boy in one of the classes...
Math, science, and history?
No, like, if there was, like... Again, if there was a boy in one of the classes and I was like, he's cute... I didn't have any bisexual feelings back then.
Who remembers? You say you don't have any now.
I was gonna say I would argue that I still don't, but
exactly.
Anyway, if there was a cute boy that I would get like nervous about, whatever, like that would make me more likely to have a stomachache in that class. Or if like we had a lot of oral presentations, like that would make me more likely to give.
You wish
to get a stomachache.
To give
a
blowjob, a beach. Giving Hummers in these classes. What sort of school is this?
I was just giving no blowjobs in high school, not a single one.
Kind of lame, but okay.
I'm just saying.
I feel like this is a dork-free podcast. Who invited you?
How many blowjobs did
Who
you
let you into this apartment? How many? I gave none, but how many was I involved in? Dozens or hundreds. I'm not going to say thousands, because that's just... but if I had to do the math on it, I'd say hundreds, not dozens.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, look. You're a whore.
You're a dork.
We could have our own show.
Who has licked?
The whore and the dork. Coming together in a relationship. What adventures they'll have.
Yeah, this sounds really scintillating. This is going to really burn the...
They'll get together.
Down. It's going to take
the
roof
off
this
place. They'll start a podcast. It'll be called the Garbage Podcast, and no one will listen to it.
What are we doing? Is this meta?
Okay.
I don't understand.
I liked it. I thought it was.
Ha 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 ha. See that?
It doesn't feel great.
No, it feels like a circus seal is laughing at you, which I'm sure you're used to. Or if you're time on the road.
You know who's obsessed with making noises at seals is absolutely you. He does that at the zoo. Whenever we see a seal, he'll just go.
No,
like,
whoa.
really loudly. At the sea lions.
First of all,
and then the kids will do it because they'll see him doing it.
First of all, I'm going to give you a technical foul for that. You're lucky you're not getting a flagrant 2. That was fucking terrible.
Oh my god, it's what you do.
You're getting teed up. I'm going to throw you out of this fucking game.
It's exactly what you do. You just.
No, I go, which is the sound a seal makes. Whatever you just did, I think a man on fire. I don't know. I have not edited a single second of this podcast. I'm gonna make an edit right here. That was horrible. We can't let people listen to that.
My point is that...
Your point is irrelevant is what it is. You don't get to have equal footing on... You don't get to have a microphone.
You shout at the seals, and then the little kids will see you doing it, and then they'll start doing it, and their parents will all get mad at them, and it's my favorite thing.
I still can't believe you're still talking as if you think people are going to listen to anything you're saying. It'd be like if we were having a debate, like a genuine scholarly debate, like, oh, ancient Greece or ancient Rome, which one of them really invented democracy? And then halfway through it, you went, but I digress.
It's
no,
like
you don't get
Shakira's Super Bowl performance.
Okay, we don't have to disparage the Middle Eastern community.
To be fair,
already done so much damage against so many other communities. We don't have that many left on our side.
If it is that, like, I again, like, I had no idea that's what was fucking going on, but I looked it up and it was.
I'll bet you looked it up. I bet you looked it up several hundred times.
I don't get what you're.
You're gay. You watched her do that because it turned you on.
It didn't.
In your.
Between
ambiguous genitals.
Between Shakira and J-Lo, it would definitely be J-Lo.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Shakira's great, but J-Lo just J-Lo has this, like, boss bitch confidence that I like.
It's called being a bitch.
Nope.
Yep.
Boss bitch.
You can... There is, I will say, a difference between being whatever you're describing and being a bitch. My understanding of J-Lo is that she does not have that distinction.
I've never had a conversation with J-Lo, so I don't know.
You can... Well, let's call her up right now.
Okay.
Let's see if she'll be on the... Actually...
We'd have to get, like, and all these contracts and stuff for her to sign. Let's do this later.
Not only that, but I'm remembering that she doesn't take my calls anymore. Because I keep calling her a bitch. She does not like that.
But you're so cool with A-Rod.
I mean, we're lukewarm, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
We're fine. I don't know if I'm cool with him.
We also shouldn't call her up, calling her a bitch and trying to figure
out. Or at 1:30 in the morning.
Okay, well...
We
make a lot of mistakes. This whole thing is a mistake.
Oh, this relationship?
No. But yes. The way that you talk to seals makes me want to break up with you.
The fastest heel turn, I think, in the history of Western civilization. That was...
What, me not wanting to break up with you?
No, I said this relationship's a mistake. And went, no. But yes. I didn't have to do anything to convince you.
I mean, look. Surface level, I love you so much, but when I think about it, I'm like, wow, what are we doing here? Should I leave?
Western or Eastern civilization, I'll say.
He threatens to waterboard me.
No, I don't know. I didn't threaten to waterboard you. I was bringing it to the table for discussion.
You said I'm going to waterboard you.
I should try waterboarding you. Do you think that would be effective?
No.
Nothing I do is ever effective. You never listen to anything I say.
Yes.
This apartment, every time I look at this apartment, it makes me want to kill myself.
The apartment readers.
Why don't we stop?
No.
This is as good a place as any?
No, we should tell them about our apartment.
No, the more we talk about it, the more I'm going to want to get up and leave.
This is a very dark note to end our podcast on. We're breaking up and...
We're breaking up?
We're breaking up.
Up.
And
up.
You want to kill
Jessica,
yourself.
That's how Jessica says up because of her carny days. That's how she would...
Carny.
How you would bark at the rubes. Hop up. Come one, come all.
That's how you
step right up.
An elephant.
That's how you...
Mount an elephant.
Mount an elephant.
Yeah. Hop up.
Like to have sex with it?
No, like... Get on its back.
Oh, like get into the howdah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen
your circus days?
What was it? It was
Water for Elephants.
It was Mowgli, and they ride elephants and
George of the Jungle as well. At the end in the wedding, Brendan Fraser.
Oh, Brendan Fraser with
rides
that
in on an
hair. No, but they don't say hop up in that.
Maybe not.
But I'm saying. In the Mowgli, there was this Mowgli. Again, they all have... All the men that have long hair just get me good. So
Mowgli was a boy. Mowgli was a boy.
No.
Mowgli
an
was
adult
a child.
man. No, he was an adult man in this movie. I think it was called The Jungle Book.
No, he was a child.
No,
it was called The Jungle Book. You're right.
He was an adult man, and he was...
He was a cartoon child.
He looked like he was like from somewhere in Asia. In that area. In
that half of the planet.
He wasn't like... I think The Jungle Book takes place in India, right?
Memory serves.
This actor
it's
wasn't
like Sumatra or something.
This actor was not Indian. He was another
Something weird like that, though, right?
No, I didn't say weird.
I heard it in your voice.
No.
He wasn't Indian, but he was...
He was super attractive, and he was super
I'm not saying
fit
he's unattractive.
and had long hair, and I was like, damn. And that's all I remember about him.
We got to watch at the end his
hair was always wet,
his
too.
bar mitzvah.
What?
Because he turned 13 because he's a child.
No, he was an adult man, and it was, oh, god damn it. I'm gonna look this up. It was fucking hell. He pulled a twig out of a wolf's paw that was sad, and he made friends with the wolves.
The word you're looking for is a thorn.
No, it was a straight up twig. It wasn't a thorn. It was like a fucking branch in this.
It's a branch now.
It was a
bough of a tree.
It was a twig.
All
Yeah,
right.
it was the entire trunk had pierced this cat. Nope. Pierced this wolf. Anyway.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He was super hot. I forget what the guy...
Your morals? Your scruples?
What?
What society has trained you to...
He was like a 20-some-odd.
You almost just said 13.
No, I was going to say 30. He was mid-20s.
13 going on 30.
Dear readers, look it up.
Mark Ruffalo? Jennifer Garner? No. Who's 13 going on 30?
Yeah.
Jennifer Garner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark Ruffalo.
All right, there we go. See you later, Pod Racer.
We'll talk about this later. We'll watch the movie tonight.
See you later, Pod Racers.